It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. It's 7 a.m. and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Good morning, Bob and
Morning,
Scooter.
sir.
How's everybody?
Still got Bob here on cloud nine over there, I think, in the corner. And still celebrating. He's looking a little rough. No, I'm just kidding.
Coming with that Emmy Award yesterday. Or that, what do they call those? What's the movie thing where they get
Emmys, Oscars.
Oscar? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, coming with I thought, did he win an Oscar? Was he in a movie or something?
That's a little. I think it's bigger than an Oscar.
Yeah,
actually.
I think so. Very nice award, though. Let me tell you. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Hope your Tuesday morning, July 14th, is off to a great start. Not too bad
Nice
out
out
there.
Nice out.
Yeah,
That's
it
too
is.
bad.
Yeah, 69 degrees this morning on my little device, and I like an open house. I thought 69, maybe a little bit humid, but air the house out. They're saying with this COVID to not be in the air conditioning, turn it off.
They don't know what to do.
Oh, I know. The right hand, when it comes to COVID, it's like,
God, what day is it? It'll change. Okay.
COVID
it's
is like
weather.
the football that's fumbled at the 5 and you got 95 yards going this direction. And I think we made it to about the 35-yard line fumbling this COVID stuff, So anyway, I'll get off my high horse. Welcome to Down on the Corner program brought to you by your hometown Sears store in Mountain Home at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. The very best in home appliances, home entertainment, lawn care equipment, tools. What am I missing?
The service contracts.
The service
for
contracts.
appliances and things.
Maintenance agreements.
Yep.
And they have it for all the appliances in the house, as well as your mowers, your weed eaters, any of your outdoor stuff. They can do a maintenance agreement and it's not bad. It was like $175 for five appliances.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's not like the old shade tree mechanic days with this stuff that you're buying now, as far as lawnmowers and stuff with fuel injection and different things that trying to deal with the ethanol and the gasoline and those types of things that are just not really in everybody's wheelhouse. Things that you used to be able to go with Dad, and Dad would show you, well, here's how you do it. You put a matchbook in here, and this works. And, that ship has sailed.
Yep, long time
So
ago.
you need somebody who knows what they're doing to be able to work on these things, and that's very, very important.
And when we talk about your hometown Sears store, we invite folks from Fulton County and Marion County to come on in.
Sure.
And Ozark County, Missouri, come on down. It's not that far, 15, 16 miles to the county line up here. And shop your hometown Sears store because JR thrives on that hometown service. And you talk about it a lot on Mondays when you do the
we
real
always
estate
talk
report about being local.
business. We talk about local banks, obviously, in our business, but in all of our businesses. It's all about the guy who's next to you. Mm-hmm. We're members of the Chamber of Commerce. And when I go and I speak there, you get your minute or whatever it is. And that's what you talk about, supporting each other.
Yep.
Because that's what makes things work.
Yep.
If you're not all going to get along, if everybody's rowing in a different direction, that's not a good thing. So you need to support the guys.
Yep.
Can't get everything isn't here. That's partly why we are the way we are.
Yes.
So the things that you can't get, if I have to go to Famous Cigars to get something, well, okay, I do that online and be able to get what I want. For the things that you need for your appliances and things like that for your home and your carpeting and cabinetry and all of these things. Local business. Those are the people that support the baseball teams, the charities that your kids are in, everything from Rotary to the Elks. All of that comes from local businesses. Nobody from New York comes and gives money to anybody in Mountain Home for any kind of charity work. So
That's true. So the importance of your hometown Sears store.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you'll see the ad later in the show. It talks about all the KitchenAid and Kenmore and Whirlpool and
they got all the
your
brand
name
names.
brands.
Sure.
And so your hometown Sears store, Jared does a fabulous job. And be sure to visit your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home. They're up on the hill behind Wendy's, same parking lot as Orscheln's, out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. Your hometown Sears store. I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. Bob's got a cup of coffee down here. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. I was talking to Mike a couple of weeks ago, and he says, "Hey, we're real coffee." I thought, "Oh, good tagline here." So, it's the best coffee in town because they're real coffee. check out the lobby at Baxter Regional. You go through the procedures there, whatever the rules are there. Other than that, you've got Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness that are drive-throughs that can serve you the best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening. Check out cinnamon rolls and anything else they have there, and you will not be disappointed. Their staff does a great job.
Well, once you start to become a steady customer, they know your car.
Oh, yeah.
Coming down.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that Sam talks about that all the time when he drops the kids off and he's coming back up the coming out of school. They're there. He's like 3 cars back, and they're making.
Yeah, I always tell
If you
people.
go along, you get the same thing all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
they know.
I tell people though, if there's a line, don't worry about it. They're going to get it through.
Oh, yeah, they move
are
right along.
quick.
They are
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
That's what I say. The staff does a great job at all 3 locations. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Can't beat Brewed Awakening Coffee, the very best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And, of course, we got it printed on the screen as a graphic, and it's been their motto for many years, but that's how they do business, with all our respect.
Yeah.
It's not an easy business to be in. You think, it's 5:15 in the morning. I got to go work at the funeral home. It takes a special person and a calling to handle what they do,
Because every day is different.
Yeah.
Every day is unique, not just
Yeah.
different. Every day is unique because every family is unique. Everybody's circumstances are unique. I mean, so they constantly have to be alert and adapt to what's going on around them, and they do that so well.
They do.
Yeah, we talk about having a calling to do something like that, and
Yeah.
you look at it, and I look at it, and man, that would be one tough job. But talk to one of them there;
Yeah.
they'll tell you otherwise. No, we get to help people.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so excited to help you, and
See, they see it in a totally different light.
They're looking at a completely different angle. They're dealing with a bad situation, but they know they're here to help and make a difference.
Yeah.
And to them, that's the reward they need.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
know.
just different.
2 years ago with Mom, it was like, here's her papers, here's what, okay.
Yeah.
24 hours later, everything's handled. Done.
Yeah.
It was done. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, it's not just something we print on a graphic on the TV screen under their name. It's how they do business, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris. Anyone there can help you. And they bend over backwards. I just can't say enough good things about the Roller Funeral Home people. But Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, and they bring you the morning prayer each and every day. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in your holy Bible, Galatians 5:13, it says, "You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge in the flesh. Rather serve one another humbly in love." Your holy words tells all mankind that our holy God intended for us to be free and to use freedom to serve others. Yet there are those that don't believe the Scriptures. Some have never read the Scriptures. Then we wonder why we have problems. Lord, if we would just stop all the nonsense and listen to God and obey God, we wouldn't get into one mess after another. Bring us back to Jesus Christ. Heal our people. Heal our nation. That's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, dun dun dun, the weather.
What was that last note
was
there?
pretty good.
Was that A flat? Who knows?
Just a little bit roller. I call it a roller.
He's a little round for a flat.
A little roller.
Good morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. It's time to take a look at the beautiful White River.
Oh, there's a good
Nice
shot.
shot.
Wow.
Oh, look at that cloud.
There's the money
formation.
shot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Camera is in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Cotter, Arkansas, and Baxter County. The 62-412 bridge to the left side of the screen as you see the river come through. And the beautiful White River, brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. Now, you can go to retiretoarkansas.net, log in, look at the live webcam. Click on the little camera icon and take pictures throughout the day. You see sunrise, midday, sunset, evening, thunderstorms, you name it, you can see it. Right
See
there.
how high the river is as it fluctuates through the
Oh, yeah.
different things? Yeah.
Yeah. But that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so,
There's a boat going across the very bottom
Where?
right now. It just went behind the tree.
is
But
that
there is a boat already this morning out on it.
is
Oh,
there
yeah.
that graphic on there permanent? Can you pop that off for a minute?
There's one going the
Oh, there
other
it is.
way.
Yeah,
going the other way. He's going
yeah.
upstream.
Yep.
Wow.
It'll be a good day for the fishermen. Not going to be as windy. But we're sitting there last night about 10:15 because she checks, and she went on and there's 50 lines across there. It looks like contrails going across. It looks like UFOs coming through. So okay, cool. I'll be right back. Come on, Red. Take the dog, go out there, wipe the screen off.
There's a few boats out there.
Yeah, there were quite a few boats on the road coming in.
I'll be darned.
Check out the website, retiredarkansas.net. You're thinking to me, maybe there may be some folks out there, we're going to have another child. Well, we might need a spare bedroom, a little bit more elbow room. Dad needs a man cave, Check out the Z-Team and go to the website, retiredarkansas.net, or give them a call, 870-405-0793. And how'd you say it today? The MLS a little bit low.
Yeah. The amount of homes out there, the MLS is the homes in this area that are on the market. And it is low right now. I mean, this is a time, if you are looking to make a change in your life and change the home, whether it be bigger or smaller, now is the time to sell your home. I mean, people are buying. There's not a lot out there.
Yep.
Be ready to sell when you list.
Be ready to go. I mean, and that's the idea. And it's not just listing them; it's selling. We're looking at people who want to sell their homes. You don't have a sign just sitting out there because you see that. You see houses where just the sign sits there and that's it. If you're looking to sell your home, now is a great time to do it. The prices are up, and that's good. But there's people that are down here. I mean, we're seeing homes that are going under in a couple days. It's been, the market's been very active. Very active.
Wow.
So you would think with all the falterall that's going on throughout the country that wouldn't be the case, and especially presidential election years are generally a little flat anyway. But it's been
moving on.
It's been moving on. But the rates are so good.
There you go.
It's like it's free money.
Yeah.
I mean, you get into the 3%, you don't even feel that.
Wow. Can't beat it. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. retiredarkansas.net. Right now, Mountain Home, we're already at 70 degrees, 69 in Harrison, 68 at Batesville, 65 at Salem, at 70 at Calico Rock, 69 in Flippin, 70 at Marshall. A cool 65 both in St. Louis and West Plains, 69 at Poplar Bluff, 73 at Springfield, and 50 in Watford City, North Dakota. In contrast, 50. Wouldn't that be nice? Wow. Well, let's see. National radar, we got showers scattered out just throughout the United States. The heavier showers are up in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and they stretch from South Dakota into northern Minnesota, a little bit in Kansas and Nebraska, moving east, and a little bit of shower activity in Oklahoma and Texas. Other than that, just scattered showers just here and there. That would take too much time to point out. Anyway, we do have a little bit of shower activity showing up in Arkansas, Boone County, all the way down through about Searcy County, Cleburne County, all the way down into about Greenville, Mississippi. Will slightly affect Highway 62, 412 West, a little bit on Highway 65 as you get close to the Missouri-Arkansas line on Highway 65. Other than that, all the other highways are clear, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas clear at this time. And so a little cloud formation to the west coming in on 62, and I thought, we could get that little bit of shower activity that they're calling about. Nothing going on in the state of Missouri other than light shower activity that may not even be hitting ground in extreme northwest Missouri. Interstate 49, 44, 70, 29, 55, all in St. Louis look good. I-64, East St. Louis, Illinois, east to Mount Vernon. And you've got I-57, Southern Illinois, I-24 coming into Carroll, Illinois. Everything's clear there around Mayfield, Kentucky, Hopkinsville, and 24. Looking pretty good there. Heat advisory for most of Arkansas. The northern counties are not in this. East central Arkansas is not in it. But the southern...
It's creeping up.
Do what?
It's creeping up from yesterday.
Yeah. It'll be on us tomorrow. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Panhandle of Florida, western Missouri, eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, all within the heat advisories and the excessive heat warnings. And they've kind of changed the forecast a little bit. We do have heat indices that could reach. Now, this is the combination of heat, humidity, and dew points. And we're at one time talking about heat indices up around 107. Now they're talking 103, 102, maybe 104.
Oh, well, then.
It's going to
come on. I thought we had a problem here. Yeah, what? It's nothing.
Yeah, so I have about 97 throughout the next 7 days. So piece of cake here,
it's
guys.
It's under 110. I mean, it's another day.
Walk in the park, Everything's clear on I-Drive Arkansas. Traffic moving pretty good. There's no wrecks or accidents or cars on fire. The great day.
They'll be out by the time you get there anyway.
Oh, yeah. Missouri Department of Transportation, they're still working on Highway J. That continues for about another month to month and a half.
Looks like a measles map to me. They've always got
does.
so many spots on their map.
Boy, they covered all of Missouri, I tell you what. Current pollen index, the website's back up and running today. 3.4 today, grasses, plankton, and nettle. 3.4 today and tomorrow for allergy sufferers. Lake levels, we're looking at 690.03 at Bull Shoals Lake. That's 31.03 above a full pool of 659.
We're down about 3 feet from where we were, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 574.21, that's 22.21 feet above a full pool of 552. And it's coming down slowly. Worldwide coronavirus, there's active cases 4.9 million with 4.9 million, mild condition. 99% are mild condition, 1% of the world is serious or critical, 59,259. We're yet to fill a football stadium with the critical yet. Notre Dame Stadium, I think, holds about 105,000 people. So not too many critical around the world. I mean, 59,000 is a lot, but it's not a lot if you get my drift. 6-county report for the COVID-19. Total in the state, 28,939. Active cases are 6,500. Recoveries, 22,106. Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izzard, and Fulton. Positive is 128. Active is 32 with 94 recovered. That is a 73.4 recovery rate. And the percent of population that is positive is 0.0012221. And active to population is 0.000300505. So low percentages.
Yes, we do that.
Very fortunate to only
low.
have
Yes,
32 of 105,000 that are positive,
Yeah.
And so we keep on going. Oil prices today, Western Texas International Crude. Most of the prices have changed here.
Jumped a dime again.
Do what?
I came by the Casey's in.
Coming down?
No, jumped a dime.
Oh, it jumped
Went
a dime.
up a
Really?
dime.
Yeah. Really?
It was 79 at the Walmart on Saturday, $1.79, and everybody else was at 89. And this
Really?
morning coming in, it jumped another dime, 89.
Wow.
Or 99. It's like,
Wow.
I don't know.
Looks like we're
I
at
don't-
39.78 this morning on Western Texas crude oil. So anyway, morning weather and all the updates brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. I think I've stretched this as far as I can go.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You're 17. I'm looking at 17 now. Okay, we're usually around.
You had a couple PSAs, didn't you?
Oh, thanks for
Yeah,
reminding.
where's the ones from yesterday? You had the.
Yeah, the one
You
from
read this one while I
yesterday.
pull one
and
up
then-
from Gil, because I think we got Ron Childress has got a revival. I'll pull that up from Gil. Let me look at this. You can
This
read
is
that.
JP&L. Let's see what they've got here. They are doing a back-to-school bash with the COVID-19, everything going on. A lot of people with orthopedic stuff like that weren't able to get in and do their stuff. They are up and going, and they are doing a back-to-school bash. Free consults to help with the kids that are needing shoes, inserts, or braces. They're doing it in West Plains on July 22nd, Mountain Home on July 23rd, and Harrison on July 24th. You can call 421-2069.
There you go. Pastor Ron Childress is announcing a special revival meeting 2 nights, July 15 and 16, at 1001 First Street in Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas. Come hear an exciting message of change and attend a meeting you'll never forget at 7 p.m. both nights. Once again, special revival meetings July 15 and 16. That is Wednesday and Thursday. Going to be in Horseshoe Bend at 1001 First Street, Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas. Pastor Ron Childress and the fine congregation there. We got everything caught up. I'm not used to PSAs. Everything's been shut down.
That's
half
right.
a year
Yes, you got to get back get
because
those
of
going
COVID.
again.
So, all right, we're going to take a break. We're waiting on Lieutenant Governor Tim Coleman. He's going to be logging in
Tim
here.
Griffin?
Huh?
Tim Griffin?
Who did I say?
Tim Coleman.
The banker. Okay, so Tim Coleman's now the Lieutenant Governor. Tim Griffin's going to be calling in here in just. I'll never hear the end of that. We'll be right back.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredarkansas.net.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
And we're back, and Bob's texting Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin right now and trying to get the...
We had him, but I think he said he was muted or something.
Yeah. Something happened. We'll log back in. We'll be back on in a minute. So, anyway, we're going to be talking about the Attorney General's visit.
Yes.
AG Barr was here, and then once Tim gets logged in, we'll talk about President Trump's relationship to China and this TikTok, that's kind of like...
Yeah, I don't think that most of our people here really are involved in TikTok. It's more of a kid thing.
But it can actually, I don't know that much about it, but what they're saying is it's really something that can be picked up.
Well, it can be hacked real easy. And and that's the whole thing. The Chinese are the Chinese. They're not going to change. It's, it's going to be that way going forever. Mm-hmm. So.
And so, waiting for Tim to log back in.
There you go. We got him.
Got him?
There we go.
Let me switch over to that screen.
Hey,
morning, sir.
Good morning, Lieutenant Governor.
Good morning. Good morning. I need to go get some my coffee hot.
Well, come on up real quick. I got a whole pot up.
Well, I got a whole bunch of coffee, but it's cold. So when I hear one of my rugrats running around, I'm going to ask my 10-year-old if he'll go.
There you go. It's the least he can do.
What? Here's somebody. Who is it? Who is it? No, I don't know. Probably maybe the 2-year-old. I'm not going to ask her to come in. Anyway, so I appreciate y'all letting me come on again. I wanted to mention that I'm speaking with a bunch of Capitol interns. I guess we're doing it. I guess everybody's going to be on Zoom, and I guess they're not interning in the governor's office, but I guess maybe they're interning from home. Who knows how they're doing it with all this stuff going on, but I'm going to be speaking with them right after this. And so we've got a lot of screen time this morning.
Actually, you need to get fresh coffee then before you get started with those, because those kids will make you talk.
Yeah, well, the kids will be running around here in a minute. We'll get that taken care of. I've got my old school. Let's see if you. This is the old
That's
school.
the old Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, which is the only one that I know. So people say, why do you like the Dolphins? Well, when I was really young, like 3, 4, 5, well, maybe not 3, but 4, 5, 6, 7, that age when you're starting to, I guess, pick your teams. I loved dolphins, the animal dolphins. And it just so happens that that was when the Dolphins were just crushing it, Bob Greasy, Don Shula, Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, the best ever, undefeated, the whole deal, perfect season. And so that was the era where I started learning what football was and enjoying football. And the Dolphins were my team.
There you go.
We've got a few things we want to discuss. What about the Attorney General bar being in Little Rock, sir? What do you think about that?
Well, that was something that I think we can credit Senator Tom Cotton for arranging. And it was a great visit. After listening to him, certainly know about his reputation because he was Attorney General before in the 1980s under and into the 90s under George Herbert Walker Bush, President Bush the father. Certainly knew of his reputation, but listening to him take questions on a number of issues and respond. He talked about the protest, and he talked about race relations. He talked about all sorts of cybercrime, and talked about the Chinese and how they love to steal our property, intellectual property, and in particular, talked about all sorts of things. It just was abundantly clear what we had all seen through the television, and that he's the right person for this time because he has an incredible amount of experience. Not most people who get into that job have experience, but he has experience in that job, which is extraordinarily rare. And so he's a steady hand, Attorney General Barr, we're talking about at the United States Attorney General. But he's a steady hand, and he knew exactly the right tone and the right things to say and stand for. One of the things he talked about, which I think needs to be emphasized, is that several things can be true at the same time. And what I mean by that is, in the context of the protest, it can be true that there's a reason to protest. It can be true that people have the right to protest. Absolutely. There's no bigger First Amendment advocate than Tim Griffin. But at the same time, it can also be true that when you commit violence, that's a criminal act. When you destroy public property, statues, buildings, whatever, that's a criminal act. Those two things can be true at the same time. We've sort of been led to believe through what we've been seeing in the media, and to be frank, what a lot of our leaders have allowed to occur, and that is, if you protest, you get to do whatever you want. And we will, they've sort of sent the signal that we will enforce the criminal laws, we will enforce the laws in the books when you're not protesting. And what Attorney General Barr has made clear, what the president has made clear, which I think is just common sense, is that, yes, you have the right to exercise your First Amendment, free speech, protest. There's a grand history of protest and speaking out in this country. But The minute that you start damaging public property and attacking other people physically, those sorts of things, your First Amendment rights are gone, and you have entered the criminal realm. And, it was really good to hear that. And he talked about how a lot of the destruction around the country that we've been seeing has been by relatively few people. And I think that is perfectly accurate.
To see that the president said no to funding to repair the damage in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, the governor and the mayor didn't do anything about it. They run and hid.
Right.
Why should we pay for it?
Our mayor in Little Rock marched with everybody, got in a car, according to the stories. And then when he left, they started destroying buildings downtown. Look, we had protesters. There's continue to be little protesters here and there. There were some protesters for Barr's visit. That's an American tradition, not a problem there. In fact, encouraged. It's what this country was founded on. But when you start spray painting the state capitol, when you start pulling down the flags on the state capitol grounds, that's criminal act. No one should have been allowed that close to damage the building or what have you. And so anyway, this is common sense. This is not news. But what's news is that the Attorney General of the United States, Bill Barr, said it. And that was very encouraging.
Sure that they're going to work on finding out who these people are, this small cadre of people that are actually behind so much of this stuff within these different towns. And I'm sure we'll see some criminal prosecutions with that.
Yeah, and they've already found some. There's a lot of intelligence on that. And let's be clear, it's a relatively small number. I don't think there's any question about that. But there is always a mix. When you have organized chaos and violence, you always have the disorganized hangers-on. Some people are looking for an opportunity to lash out, don't even know what the substance is about. Some people are looking for an opportunity to smash a window and grab something they want, don't even know what the issue is necessarily about. So you're going to have those people sprinkled in. It'll be a mix. But the general point was the organization, the leaders, the chanting, the mass of bodies, the social media promotion of these certain protests and all. How much of that was done by violent extremists? And I think that there's evidence that they were involved, and I think that's really the issue there.
Lieutenant Governor, we need to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want you to explain TikTok and the dangers of China. And a lot of people don't know about TikTok, but there's some dangers here. So when we get back after the break, can we discuss that?
Yeah, I'm looking here at the clock. So I started I started a little bit early. Okay. Do I have time to go down and fill up a coffee, you think?
Sure.
If we
yeah,
time
you
it?
bet. Yeah.
How many seconds?
Because I don't. What are we going to do? 2 minutes?
Tell them go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll just monitor when you get back. We'll take it. When you come back, you're back.
Yeah, just go ahead.
I may run to the coffee pot myself over here. We'll be right back.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Lindau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
7:41 and wait.
Oh, he's back. He's a guy. He's got the military background. He's squared away.
He knows.
He's reliable. He
How's
knows
that coffee, Tip?
He knows. Lieutenant Governor knows how to tell time.
Had several things, unplanned occurrences occur.
Shocker.
Okay, so my son, I was in there quickly talking to my wife, and my daughter had gotten in our bed, my wife and our bed, and gotten under the covers, and you couldn't really see her. She was sleeping. She came in there, got it over her head. So my son doesn't think there's anybody in there. So he just runs and jumps on top of the blanket. Well, that didn't end well because under the blanket was my daughter. And so I had to deal with that. I said, dude, what are you doing? You know, two kids crying. He jumped in, hurt his stomach. So I had to deal with that. Everybody's fine. No first aid needed. I told my son, go back downstairs, start the day over. Don't jump on your sister at 7:40 a.m. So I got that dealt with, and I went down to make coffee, and it spilled. So, but as far as you know, it was a perfect break.
Timed out just fine, and your cup is full.
Hey, I want to run a day by you before we talk about Chinese. Guess who was here last week? Gary Tobar.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes, he told me. He texted me. I think we got on the phone about it. He is. So he was. He was over there for something. What was he over there for?
Meal at Colton's. Got to know each other. Outstanding gentleman. I talked to Julie last night, and she's thrilled with what's going on in 55.
And just kind of spread the word and try to do a little funds for him, get him a little money.
Good,
that's what he needs.
Yep. He needs to raise money. I told him that. It's a campaign. It's anyways like a small business. If you can't get people to invest in your business, you might want to consider another business. And so I've told him how important raising money is. Just so you can pay for the advertising and what have you. Particularly when who you are. I haven't heard your name, maybe. So anyway, good guy.
Anyway, go ahead, Bob.
We were talking about the Chinese and the TikTok and different things there. I see that the UK is not going to let UA do the 5G phones there. Again, another way for the Chinese to influence. They have more influence over us in the free world than we may really want. Any thoughts on?
Yeah. So, and we talked about this last time. Look, whether we like it or not, for my lifetime and probably my kids' lifetime and beyond, China is going to be a strategic adversary at a minimum, strategic threat in many ways, and that's both militarily, economically, and geopolitically. And so, whether we like it or not, we've got to pay close attention to China and what China's doing, because make no mistake about it, China's not our friend, and China's not an ally that has our best interest at heart, and we don't have a foundation of trust the way we do, and a common shared history the way we do with the British and some European countries, and even Japan. Japan's a close ally. We've had our problems in the past, but Japan is critically important to our strategic presence and influence in the Far East. So China, we got to keep an eye on China. The problem with China is you can name 100 different ways that they're at odds with us and with our values. Whether it be in terms of rounding up people and putting them in re-education camps, censorship, human rights abuses, persecution of Christians, manipulation of currency, intellectual property theft, piracy. We talked about a lot of this last time. The sometimes difficult to determine line between the state actor, the communist Chinese government, and, quote, companies. There are many companies, in fact, Chinese companies, by definition, have some sort of tie to the communist Chinese government. So it's not as if there's the communist Chinese government and then there are private sector Chinese companies that are completely independent. Some are more independent than others, but all have ties and have pledged loyalty to the communist Chinese government. That's what's required to do business there. So all that's important as a backdrop. And to focus in on the military, China has been stealing our military secrets for years, as you would expect a country like that to do. But they have built up significant capabilities. They are nowhere near us, but that's their goal. And they certainly have made great strides in terms of aircraft carriers and putting military bases, I should say, on the Paracel Islands, the Spratly Islands, and built up these islands with artificial sort of dredges and expanding their presence, taking small islands, making them bigger by adding dirt to them and putting military bases on them. And they do it. They've shown an interest in stopping commerce and military patrols in the South China Sea. Their definition of how much of the South China Sea they control is agreed to only by them. They just drew a line that in this academic world, or this study, this discipline is called the 9-dash line, and they just basically said this is all ours. So all that's the backdrop to say that they don't have our best interests at heart. Now, TikTok is a technology. I don't use it. I don't allow my kids to use it. But it's a chat technology that millions, I don't know the number, but millions of Americans use for social media. And as far as they know, if you ask the average user, if you said, where is this company based, they probably have zero idea. They may say Silicon Valley, they may say Little Rock, who knows? But it's China. It's a Chinese company, and what's the problem? It's just social media. It's like Snapchat or Twitter or something else. Well, the problem is what they do with the data, and not even necessarily what that company does with the data, but what the Chinese government does with the data. And there is evidence that they use this not to track whether a 8-year-old likes ice cream or popcorn. No, that's not what they're doing with it. But they are able to amass large amounts of data about large numbers of Americans, a lot of it personal data, and utilize that in intelligence gathering and what have you. And this is a grave concern. In fact, the United States military, and I knew it was some of the services, but I believe it is DOD, Department of Defense wide now, has banned the use of TikTok by members of the military. So I certainly don't use it, but I don't let my kids use it. And so this is not particularly controversial in terms of what I'm saying. In fact, it's not at all. It's factual. Just go to Google and key in TikTok, United States military, and see what pops up. And you'll see, let's see what pops up. I bet you will see articles that direct you. Let's see, TikTok. I'm doing this on Google. Space military. Let's see what we got here. This is the first thing that pops up. United States Army soldiers can no longer use TikTok on government-owned phones following a decision to ban the app. The move comes amidst ongoing worries that the video app owned by Beijing-based company ByteDance could compromise national security or be used to influence or surveil Americans. Army follows Pentagon guidance, ban Chinese-owned TikTok app, New York Times, military.com, so there it is. Those articles tell you about all you need to know about it. And so we're going to see this sort of back and forth, whether it be Huawei or the Chinese technology firm, and I'm sure I just butchered the pronunciation. But the British, we're talking about the 5G technology, which is the next generation, the high-speed technology that we're competing with the Chinese over. The British, for a while there, they were planning on allowing Huawei to sell. They were going to purchase or contract with Huawei for that technology in the United Kingdom. And after the Chinese breakout of the outbreak of the coronavirus, they changed their position on that. Boris Johnson did, and because of mistrust of the Chinese, I don't know. It shouldn't have taken them the coronavirus. We were telling them, we were pushing them, don't do this, don't do this. Unfortunately, they've come around on that issue. Let me tell you this, the biggest enablers of China are Americans, because a lot of Americans don't realize what's going on with China, and they don't realize what advantages they're giving to China. And, I think we talked about this last time, and this is not going to go away. That's why we keep talking about it. But Secretary of State Pompeo made a great speech to the governors back in February at the Governors Association, where he laid out in detail why governors needed to wake up to the threat of China and all the relative intelligence gathering things that the Chinese are doing in our state, in our counties, cities, municipalities, what have you. Not just a Pentagon, CIA, national security, military thing. It's in your communities, it's in our states, and we need to be vigilant.
Wow. Yeah. I had no idea it was that serious. And I think that, speaks a lot for, not being informed enough on this stuff. And the thing is, everybody wants peace. Everybody wants everybody to get along with everybody, but we still have to heed the call, Lieutenant Governor, that China is a threat, even through TikTok,
Well, through all things. We need to realize that there's bad actors out there that will do us harm.
Always has been.
Yes, sir.
Always has been. Always will be. Look, we're going to have to deal with China. We're going to have to trade with China. I want them to buy all of our stuff that they can. I get that. but we've got to do it eyes wide open and not be these Pollyannish, naive. It's important that leaders always have, whether they're state, local, national, they must have a national security perspective, because particularly now in the age of data, national security is not just something that the feds handle. It is all of our responsibility to educate ourselves on how we in our individual worlds can have an impact positive. Look, there are some antiviral software companies that people use. And I personally, a few years ago, decided to go with a US-based company only. There are some fabulous brands. One in particular, a Russian company, and others. And I just decided that, look, I'm going to, there are no guarantees on anything, but I'm going to use a US-based technology for antiviral checks on my computer. That's not some conspiracy, perspective where I'm just paranoid. It's just being smart about
American?
what I. Yeah. Well, it's not just American, but that's absolutely a good thing. It's about where your data is being stored and where all of the technology is being leveraged, et cetera. So everybody's got the national security perspective. I think that's a healthy place to start. And, if I hadn't been in the War College and been in the Army for 24 years, I'm sure I wouldn't have hair like this. And I wouldn't have it cut this short because my wife hates it this short, but she's like, let it grow. I say, it is growing. This is as long as it gets. No, I'm kidding. But I wouldn't just have short hair. I probably wouldn't have, I'm positive I wouldn't have the national security part of my brain turned on as much, I love America, and we're always under threat, and we don't always know the specifics and extent of that, but a little bit of reading, like I just showed you, even online, can really help adjust your what's going on around you, particularly with regard to China. I said this time, I went to War College for 27 months. We didn't study Switzerland and France as threats to the United States. We studied Russia and China.
Final minute, Mr. Lieutenant Governor. Final minute. Final thoughts. One more sip.
Well, look, I just appreciate y'all letting me come on here. This is a great opportunity to casually chat, and hopefully I'm not hurting your ratings. I welcome people to come see me in the Capitol once we get past all this nonsense. I won't say nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's horrible. But I'm almost angry at the virus, or at the Chinese, or whatever. But once we get past all of this, all of these things that we have to do, would come see me. But also, if anybody needs anything, call me, 501-837-5190, same cell phone that I've had. And I just encourage you to stay in touch, and I appreciate you. I will keep speaking out on issues like this. But in the meantime, be safe. This virus is hurting a lot of people, and we need to follow the guidance. Just use common sense.
You bet. You have a great day. Thank you for your time. Sir. We'll see you in August.
Thank you all. God bless you.
You too, Tim. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin, State of Arkansas. He can be so down to earth but yet so precise with his knowledge. I know we only have about 10 seconds here, but before we go.
Family man, military man.
Yep. So.
He's been a great lieutenant governor. He's
he has.
been in charge of things of making the government a little smaller, saving us some money, and we'll actually next month I'm going to hit him with that.
Yep. We got to
Okay, got to go.
Bye.
Got to go.
Ya.
The dog's coming.